Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Seminoles return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Finds a little bit of space, he'll get 3 out to the 15. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground, but not for the first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
The give to the back. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Glenn. Getting some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Honestly, 3rd and 1, I think you just run the ball. You just trust in your own guys' ability to be more physical, win the line of scrimmage, and go get that yard. Now with the sack, they're going to have to punt.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He'll pull it down, fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, what a cut! He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Looking for the 2-point try. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morlock. The Seminoles will keep this drive going. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Noles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense.
He's loose. Keeps it and gets the first down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They want to see if they can score the deuce. They'll try to blast their way in. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Handoff from the gun. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Looking for a block. It's Adams. Great move there. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown! That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. And punt returns coming up big.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Feeling some heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Oh, he got loose. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off play action on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Oh, he left him grabbing. And he's sprinting, he'll take it all the way. Touchdown time.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject.
And down he goes back at the 3.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Give to the single back. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
Return brings it out to the 35. And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. He's going to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had it.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Coming after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Oh, what a move! Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like the punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Getting aggressive here and going for 2.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking downfield, it's Glenn. He wants to go deep. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Off he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Number 9.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? He can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, how did he make that move? And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Running it back, it's Adams. He gets a block. Nowhere to move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field, looking for an open area to his left. Still running at the 40. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Fires on the move. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, big juke to get past. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes that Alabama offense. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on.
Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Barges ahead. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Back to throw, it's Glenn. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to get to him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Bringing it back, it's Adams. Oh, what a move! Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt. Brought them to their feet on that one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. He'll try to do it himself. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Headed to the end zone. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Now rolling to the left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown tie! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes that Alabama offense. Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down here for the offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Steps away. He's going to take off. Gives him a little shake and he's got some room. Quarterback gets enough. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown!
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The run from the shotgun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Shakes off the tackler. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Milroe. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to run it. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Trying to run it in. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run.
Team.
Place to hide and a place to be tackled. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll line up for a second down play. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. Continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Glenn. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line. Dances away again. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he'll be brought down.
Well, they decided to try to run it in on that two-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed one more. They fall short.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
They're testing the right side here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Excellent field position here for the offense. To throw, it's Milroe. Made a defender miss. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Looking to throw. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lofted toward the sideline, intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Looking for a productive play on first down. Hands it off. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They go to the draw. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. On the return, it's Adams. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the window's
Open runway ahead. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Touchdown tie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking for a block. It's Adams. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Buys a little extra time. Jukes his way for more. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a space. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such...
Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And now on 3rd down after that last run. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return, it's Adams. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! How about that special teams play? He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. Back to pass. It's Glenn. Incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll bring it back. It's Adams. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Dances away from the heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Used the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Try to barge their way in. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Glenn. Pocket starts to collapse. And down he goes back at the 3. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Quick step and go. Across the 20, embarrassed him again. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was... end zone.
It's not fun playing defense. I got to cover these fast wide receivers all over the field. You're going to run tempo. You're going to spread me out. You're going to do all this stuff to me. And then it doesn't work. And you...
Touchdown Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Here comes the 2-point try. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Back to throw, it's Glenn. Gets it to the back. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Get set, get set.
It's a draw. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. The Seminoles will punt this one away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. Buying some time. Going to try to get it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. Who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Here comes the 2-point try. They'll try to power it in. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that. Where your best players are, and just get them to football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
On the move, it's Adams. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass.